Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the West Ham World YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. Oh, that was so hard to take today. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm not worried about. I think there's a really good team there. I really do. I think, but for a striker and potentially another centre back, I think there's a really good team. I do. I think we've got a really good midfield that's mobile, athletic, and has got passing ability. We can rough people up, but we just can't hold on to leads and we can't win matches at the moment. I said in my preview, didn't I? I said we need to turn draws into wins, losses into draws, and we're just not doing it. And like I said, I don't think it's because we're particularly bad. I just don't think we're going to get enough points. I really don't. I think we're going to draw too many. And we are adrift now. We are adrift. Obviously, with Forest beating Spurs, as much as I love seeing Spurs getting beaten, I didn't today because it takes Forest a little bit away. And if Leeds beat Brentford, which Brentford not the best team in the world, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. I hear the talk, and Paul from the channel, he's adamant. He's like, "Oh, wait till January. A good striker in there. We're playing without a striker. We've got lack of options on the bench, and maybe things will turn around." I'm worried. I am. I am worried. I am worried. Are the team playing better? Yes, but I don't know. There's just something not right. We can't get the win, or we can't hold on for the draw. Let's talk about the game briefly. I was very happy with the lineup. I don't think you could have named much better, really, apart from if you could put a striker in there. We started brilliantly. Obviously, scored in 27 seconds with Fernandez, Robin Ezra Konsa, the Canning Town boy. And a really great finish. Great goal from Fernandez. What a player he is. Honestly, every time I see him, he just looks better and better. And I'm very worried about keeping hold of him because he is top. He's got that grace. He's got that nastiness. He's going to be a big player. When that guy's 27, 28, he's going to be playing for top club. He really is. I thought we was pressing well at times, and then we sort of went into our shell. We let them have the ball. We looked very well organised at times, though. That solid three, Potts, Fernandez, and Magassa, made it really difficult for them at times. They were very scared of Somerville, but he was again, that typical winger, he's got that ability to go past players, and he just ain't got that final ball. He hasn't got that shot. Yeah, it was frustrating. They did get one back pretty quickly, sort of in 10, 15 minutes. Ball was whipped in by Matty Cash, and it was an own goal. That was a bit unlucky. That was a bit unlucky. He had to attempt the ball because otherwise Watkins would have got it. A little bit unlucky to have the own goal there. We did go back in front. A good goal from Bowen. Potsy had the shot, wasn't going anywhere near the goal, sort of deflected up. Bowen picked it up and put it in. It was good. Again, showed character at times. At 1-1, we kept going, got it back, like I say, to 2-1 in front. And I was reasonably happy that they had a lot of the ball and they was passing it nice, and they're very fluid with their movement. Villa and Morgan Rogers, one of my favourite players. Hard to see him score against us today because I do like him as a player. He's probably one of my favourite players to watch in the league now. Yeah, and like I said, second half started very quickly. They got their goal to make it 2-2. Paquetá sort of caught up in midfield, give the ball away. They sort of broke down the right-hand side. Ball was whipped across, poor defending, fell to Rogers. It looked like he had so much time, put it in low, and it was 2-2. We had a few chances. Like I say, Bowen had that one, which was ruled out of offside. It was a really good finish, and I thought, oh, come on, we're going to do this now. We're going to do this. But obviously that was ruled out. And then I know I'm just seeing the comments coming there, and I will go back to them. Someone said 3 sloppy goals. But I don't think you can do anything about that third goal. That was just, that was a worldie. That was just ridiculous. Technique. Maybe we could have closed him down, actually hit him, but in terms of technique and strike, it's an unbelievable strike. Like, there's nothing Areola can do about that. After that, we sort of tried to come out, but they was in control then. They were passing it nicely. Marlon had one just before that as well. What else was there? There was Morgan Rogers sort of smashed one wide as well. Apart from that, we didn't do anything after that. Somerville burst into the box, hit it wide. It's the lack of attacking options, though. It's going to kill us. It is. It's going to kill us because there is a great midfield there. The defence looks better. Tobido looks good. Obviously, we lose the fullbacks now, which is going to be hard. I am worried, though. I'm worried because even when we're playing wellish, we're not getting wins. We just ain't getting the wins. We're not turning, as I keep saying, we're not turning losses to draws, and we're not turning draws to wins. And you need to do that when you're down there, and you need to pick up some freak results to get yourself out of trouble. And that's what Leeds, have done recently with some of the big wins they've got. Forest, that's a big win against Spurs today. We need one of them. We do. We desperately need one of them. But man of the match for me, Fernandez. I thought Fernandez was fantastic for us. I thought Magassa was good as well. Like I say, I think a lot of the players did play really well. But Villa just, them levels, and they had options to bring on. Marlon was good when he came on, and Rogers is world class. He's a top player. Anyway, right, let's go right back to the beginning of the comments. Brian says, good first half, faded second half, especially when Villa got their third. Yeah, we was gone after their third. Gutted again, Billy let down again. Anthony Taylor has to be the worst ref in the league. We could have been 5-0 up and still lose 6-5. We keep giving away stupid goals. Agree, mate. It's very frustrating. Brian again says, the lack of attacking options from the bench is mad. Those subs on the 88th minute were depressing. Yeah, when I see Rodriguez, like, what the hell is this? Seriously. Gave away 3 poor goals. Fernandez was excellent again. I thought there were 3 goals. Sorry, I thought the third goal was poor from our perspectives. Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna, that's what I said. If you're gonna look at it, what was poor from us is not closing him down. Villa fan says here, great game. Thanks, mate. Appreciate you coming over. Bottom 3 at Christmas. Maybe all these magical youngsters aren't as great as we make out. What happens when we stop playing well? Mate, I don't think it's the youngsters, mate. I think Fernandez, Magassa and Potts were fantastic, mate. It's just we haven't got an attacking option and we keep making mistakes. We get little brain farts and we lose games. But I don't think you can put that on the youngsters, mate. Them 3 youngsters in midfield have added athleticism, and they were competing against a brilliant midfield of Tillemans, Rogers, McGinn, Kamara. I think the youngsters did really well, mate. McAllister says, I'm not going to miss Juve shots on goal when he's away. I know that I think one of his shots cleared the stadium and smashed the window. Yeah, you know what? One day, one of them will go in and it'll be like a worldie. One of them. Where's Guilherme? Great question, mate. I don't know. I do not know. Paul says, I like Nuno, but I think tactically he isn't. Brings Wilson on with 10 minutes to go, and then takes off our young midfielder for Kante, who is inexperienced, then 2 slow midfielders in Sojek and Rodriguez. Yeah, they're questionable subs. I think he left them a little bit too late as well. Villa, they bought on Luca Dini, they bought on Marlon, and then they bought on another 3, didn't they? And I think tired legs and lack of options. The lack of options is not Nuno's fault, though. That's one thing I will defend him. Yes, the subs are questionable, but there is no one else. There's no one. I'd preferably like to see someone like George Urphy on the bench or Callum Marshall if you're going to have, some sort of attacking sort of subs. That's what we need. We need some depth in attack, and not even depth. We just need something in attack and then some depth as well. We need both. Yeah, it's worrying. It's worrying, especially City. City just absolutely smashed Palace as well, and that's our next game on Saturday. That's going to be fun. Oh, good God, that's another loss, and then we really could be adrift. We really, really could be. Luke, I'm honestly happy we lost. Yes, it's not been easy this way because I love the club and feel hurt, but until Sullivan and Brady go, I don't care if we go down. That's a fair point, mate. Fair point, mate. Fair point. Ant says, we're crap, Luke. Should have closed him down. No stamina. Can't last more than 70 minutes. Yep, it's true. It's true. And it's not like we play a high attacking press game, is it? Where, you could look at it, like under Bielsa's, Leeds Bielsa, after 75 minutes, you'd go, oh, they're absolutely done. And we did them, didn't we, Leeds, all them years ago under Bielsa. But it's not like we play a high intensity pressing game. It's, just a lack of stamina. Nuno hasn't got a clue about attacking football now, mate. But he hasn't got no attacking options. Again, I'm not. I think your point is valid. I do. I think he's not an attacking manager at all. But I will put this question to you just before I do go: what manager would succeed in terms of attacking with that lack of option? There is no. Wilson's a decent striker, but the only pace you've got is Somerville, who's inconsistent. Fulkrug's meh. Wilson's old. Bowen at the moment's form is sort of inconsistent. So apart from your midfield and an okay centre-back and a goalie's all right, it would be very hard for any manager to succeed with that. Somerville is a frustrating player. He's almost brilliant, but his final passing shot isn't there like Ben Rama. Our defence is fluid rather than solid. It's like going through butter. Did Souček and Grue touch the ball? Crap subs. I think Souček touched it once, I think, if I remember. But yeah, very frustrating today, guys. That hurt, going 2-1 up. I thought we'd done it. I thought we showed a lot about us at times in that game. But again, to lose, it's just, I just don't think we're going to get enough points. I really don't. I think it might be a real tight end, to the finish. And I just think we won't have enough. I do. I think this is the year we get unlucky. This is the year Sullivan, that just thinking 17's enough, he's gonna pay for it. And not good, guys. I think there's a couple more comments here. David Sullivan needs to set up or drop down as a committee and let someone else take over. I agree, mate. 100%. Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much. If you have watched live, please hit the like button before you go. If you're watching this back as a replay, obviously I know you go and watch Current Booze and MS Chat and all that, which is fair enough. They're big boy channels, Brian says we need another winger and a striker minimum. Yeah, and I think centre back as well, mate. Just because I like Mav, but I don't like Kilman, so we needed someone else there to be there. Right, guys, come on, you Irons. Tough one today. Keep believing. Let's hope I'm wrong. And we do get enough to get us out of it. But at the moment, I'm not confident.